If you are divorced, you have not remarried, and you're getting ready to draw Social Security, you want to know, is it better to draw your own Social Security or to draw off your former spouse? Well, you're not going to call your former spouse. What's the chances that he's going to tell you how much his amount is? Maybe he is, maybe he's nice. I live next door to my former spouse. But if you don't have a good relationship, no sweat it. All you have to do is set up a phone appointment with your local Social Security office. And the offices still might be closed when you're watching this because they've been closed for a couple of years now. So you can't walk in. In order for you to have Social Security share with you your former spouse's private information, you have to prove you were married, copy of your marriage license, and it's not just a copy that you made on the printer. It has to be a certified copy from the original issuing authority, unless you have the original document. So that might take you some while to figure that out. And it's a different department in every state. So like in my county, it's the Department of Vital Records. You have to go to the county you were married in. If you don't know that, there's a lookup in your county. So it takes a little work on your part to get the documents. There will be a fee, maybe 10, 15, 20 bucks to get it. And it might take you a month or two to actually get that. So if I want to draw my spousal Social Security when I turn 62, I want everybody to apply for it 3 months before then. And if you don't have the documents, you better start working on that 3 months before that. So 6 months, because it's going to take some time to get this done. So they're going to need a copy of your marriage license. They will also need a copy of your divorce decree. A lot of times that's easier to get. That's clearly you can get that from the public records of the court where you got divorced. A lot of times your divorce attorney will also have that easily accessible. So you need those two things. Then Social Security will tell you what his amount is. You can see what your amount is right now. You can go to socialsecurity.gov and set up a free account right now. Everybody has access to how much your work history would yield you at retirement. And it will tell you how much if you drew at 62, 63, 64, all the way out till 70. So you can look and say, okay, this is how much I would get at 62. They'll tell you how much he would get. Now, what if you both worked about the same? Let's say you both worked at the same place, you made about the same amount of money. A lot of people are depressed to find out they can't get anything from their former spouse. The only way you would get something from your former spouse that you would draw off of your former spouse's work history instead of your own is if 50% of his is more than all of yours. So if you both worked at the same job and you were both paid the same, you're going to draw yours, he's going to draw his. That makes a lot of people mad because they want something from that guy for what he put you through, right? The only way you would draw is half of his is more than all of yours. And sometimes his is just a little bit higher. Whatever. Whichever amount is higher, that's the one you're going to draw. Now, switch the gender roles here. And it's the man. And the man says, well, I want to draw off my ex. Typically, she made less. And if she made less, you're not going to draw anything. A lot of divorced spouses think they're going to get their own Social Security and they're entitled, they're not really sure how it works, but they're entitled to get something off their former spouse. And it's not. You'll get one Social Security benefit, whichever one is higher. Only Social Security can tell you whichever one is higher. Now, we have to have been married 10 years. We have to have been divorced 2 years. I have to be at least 62 to start drawing Social Security. And my former spouse, which is my imaginary former spouse over here, has to be at least 62. He doesn't have to be drawing benefits. He can work as long as he wants. That rule's different if you're still married. So if you watched our other videos on drawing spousal benefits off your existing spouse, that is a different rule. But for divorced spouses, I don't care if he's drawing Social Security. He doesn't ever have to draw it as long as he's 62. That's the rule. He has to be at least 62. I'm 62. We were married at least 10 years. We've been divorced 2 years. Half of his is more than all of mine. Everything's lining up here that I am going to draw off of him. But oops, I fell in love. Match.com. And I get married again. Well, now I can't draw off of that guy. Now I could draw off of this guy if I meet those requirements. But oops, I'm unlucky at love again. And I get divorced again. Now I'm single. I can again file to draw Social Security spousal benefits off that first spouse because The fact that I remarried doesn't ruin anything for me. Permanently, it only while I was married to him, I was no longer eligible to draw off my former spouse. Yeah, we're having fun. This is fun. And then you're going to say, well, I will never get married again. That marriage was such a disaster. I swore I would never get married again. But he got married again. Does that preclude me from drawing off of him? Which kind of makes sense, but none of this stuff makes sense. So the answer is no. Him getting remarried has no bearing on your ability to draw off him at all. As long as you qualify, you were married to him for 10 years. You are not remarried. I don't care if he's remarried and divorced and blah, blah, blah. If you didn't remarry, you can draw off of him. Now, the question that will always come up is, well, am I going to get less because he remarried? No. That's very good news for you, right? You are going to base how much Social Security you get off of your former spouse's work history. But you're not actually going to take 50% of his, which will make him happy, create a lot of family harmony here with the ex-wife and the new wife and the kids and this, because you're not hurting him at all by drawing off of him. Social Security is just using that as the measuring stick to figure out how much to give you. So you don't take anything away from him. You're just basing it off him. Doesn't hurt him. Won't hurt his current wife or his other ex-wives. And he could have 3 ex-wives. He was married to 3 different spouses and he was married at least 10 years. They're all eligible to draw up to 50% of his amount. So if you found this information helpful, congratulations for sweating it out. Tune into our other videos. And if you need help with your retirement decisions, contact us at the Medicare Family. We'd love to help. If you like this video, you might really like this video. Check it out. And we'd appreciate if you subscribe to our channel so you never miss a great video. We put out one every week. Check in the description below this video for a link to our cheat sheet on Social Security and Medicare. And you can also give us a comment. If you have a specific question, always feel free to call us or email us at the Medicare Family.